Hi everybody, Jody Guyman here, and today I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of powerhomeschool.org. Power Homeschool. It is done by Acellus Academy, which is done by the International Academy of Science. So what Power Homeschool is a totally online homeschool program. It has your entire curriculum other than writing. So there is no writing involved, not handwriting or creative writing. So you would need to supplement that. But other than that, it has every subject that you need from K through 12 available. It is totally online, classes and tests. They provide your grades. They do time tracking for you. It's kind of nice. We went to this about, I guess it's been about 2 years ago. We had been doing a different curricula and we were anticipating traveling quite a bit. So I was looking for something online so we wouldn't have to haul a bunch of books around. And I came across Power Homeschool, and we used it as our full curriculum for 1 year. And then it is actually a fairly affordable program, so we've actually kept it since then just to supplement with my girls. I have 2 girls. They are 11 and 6, and so we've been using it with them. I also like it. You can move at their pace. You can do like a little evaluation at the beginning to see about where they would fall, but then they can go through it as quickly or as slowly as they need to. This is the other thing I wanted to say, is that if you are considering, if you're coming from a public school setting and you are looking at homeschooling as more probably a temporary thing, this is something that I would recommend. And the reason I say that is because Power Homeschool, or the Acellus Academy, what it started as, and eventually they created a homeschool curriculum out of it. Acellus Academy is used in thousands of schools across the country. They're actually using it in the public school system to supplement, to provide additional tutoring resources and that. So it's really made to line up with, of course, not every curricula, different districts use different curricula, but it is really made to line up with public school settings. So if you're looking at homeschooling as a temporary thing, I think this might be helpful to try to keep them on track as to what they would be. You can also select Common Core or non-Common Core. So if your child's used to Common Core and you want to keep them with that, you can choose that, or if you would rather not, or they haven't had Common Core, you can select that as well. Like I said, it is one of the more affordable online programs that I've found. It runs $25 per student per month. But again, that's the full curriculum of every subject except writing, K through 12. So it has all that there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk you through some features, the ones that we use on a regular basis, and I'm going to do it on my phone because that's how we do it in our house. My girls take their classes on their devices. My oldest has an iPod. My youngest has an iPad mini. And then I check their work and check their how much time they've spent and all that, and I check it on my phone. So I very rarely actually get onto a computer. It's really portable. You can do it on the computer if you want, but it's really easy to do it mobile if you want to as well. So I'm going to do it on my phone, so you'll actually see my phone screen and what I see as I go through it. So let me switch over to that screen, and there's my phone. And the Acellus, can you see my cursor? I don't know if you can or not, is the blue A on the 3rd row down. So you just click on that. And first I'm going to take you through what the students see. So we're going to log into my daughter's account, and you create the password, and I made them, you can make them really easy. It does not have to be as secure. So I made them really easy for my kids. Can you see that okay? Oh, I hope you can see that. So this is their list of classes. Oh, that helps. There we go. I'm zooming in for you. So this is my youngest daughter. These are her classes that she's enrolled in right now. She only has 4. As they get older, they also have some electives to pick from. So my oldest one is taking Spanish and health as kind of her electives. This is my youngest. She's got math, science, social studies, and language arts. And so when she's ready to take her class, we click on the subject, or she will click on
the past is what has already
apparently
happened.
She's in the middle of a test that she didn't finish. Great, so let's pick a different one and yell at her later for not finishing them. Let's go to math. And they have a little video lesson. And it doesn't sound...
Students, today we're going to talk
I don't think the sound is going to come through
and classifying
on here, but you can see that it'll start the lesson pretty easily. And you click this little door at the top to come out. And then you as the parent get to set how many steps you want them to do per day. Monday through Friday. So right now, since we're in the summer, I only have them do 1 step per day or 5 steps per week. But it'll actually give you their progress here and how many lessons they've done in each subject, and you can check on them. So I will usually tell them, okay, you need to get your 4, since she's taking 4 classes, 4 steps done. And then this little green bar under the drop down shows you where they are in that subject, how close they are to finishing that year's classes. And then you can also check on their grade by clicking score up at the top, and it gives you their overall grade in the class for each subject. And then if you click on each one, you can kind of get a drill down and see how they've done on their last few tests, what subjects they're working on. So if they get a lower grade, I think it's below a 70, it will actually make them re-watch the lessons and go back. But if they're struggling, this is where you can come in and see like what subjects they're doing, and then you can give them a little extra help if they need it. So now we're going to sign out of Jillian's. If I can hit the sign out button on my phone. There we go. And we are going to go into the parent account and just show you the parent portal real quick. So the login's pretty easy. You get a 4-digit passcode to log in, and then so under manage account, you go under manage account, and it starts out with any payments you have coming due, what you need to do, and then you have each student, and it has the classes that they're currently in. So you see my older daughter, there's the health and the Spanish I was telling you about, and then you can see both of my kids have different classes on different levels. So again, that was one of the things I really liked about this, is that you can progress them at their speed and their level, and that was one of the reasons we picked it. So Jillian, let's look at Jillian. If I want to edit here, I can go in and edit her classes, her grade level, and her steps. So like I said, we normally, right now I'm giving them, because it's the summertime, it's 1 step a day. So weekly goal is 5 steps. Each video, test, or in the younger ages they have games, that each counts as 1 step. So when I'm planning for the year, what I do is I divide out the total number of steps for that class by how many weeks left in the school year, and that's where they get that. So there's some different options there that you can do, but that's really all I do there. And then we're going to go back to student management, and then I'll just show you a little bit of what I use there. So you click on the child's name, and again, the score is really the same as what we saw in their account. So you can see what subjects, their current grade, and then if it has this little graduation hat right there, that means they've completed it. So where she completed kindergarten, social studies, and that. And they actually do get a little certificate saying that they've completed that grade. So I put that in their documentation record for homeschooling. And then what is also nice about here is you get an attendance record, so the days, for tracking days, and also hours. Again, this is really light right now because I'm not making them do very much, but it will give you how much time in each subject each day. So during this school year, you'll see much higher numbers. But each video in the younger grades, they're really short. So you see this 0.1 that equals 6 minutes. So she'll watch a little video, and that gets her step for that day, and it just records a time for me during the. I wish I could pull up. I don't know. I'm trying to think when we might see more time here. No, let's see. Yeah, no. We haven't done it full time in a couple years, but anyway, you could see how many hours they've spent on each one. And that's really it. They do have some other features. You can live monitor what they're watching. There are special lessons if your child needs a little extra work. You can get a syllabus for each class. Today's work, that's handy. If they're struggling with something, you can see exactly what they've been working on for each subject and go through, or just for documentation, for your homeschool documentation, you can kind of see that. So, that is really it. It's really a super easy system to use. It's very intuitive for the younger kids. who's trying to get my attention right now, she started when she was 4 years old. We decided to just go ahead and start her with the kindergarten classes, and they have done a really nice job, even at that level, of her being able to do it really without very much assistance from me, even at age 4, to be able to go through it. So I feel like they've really done a nice job, and academically never had any issue with any of the classes. It was really well done. So that's just a quick overview of Power Homeschool, and I hope you find this helpful, and welcome to homeschooling. Thanks.